Greetings YouTube, LMS Tactical here. On another cold Virginia day, I'm wearing my Joe Boxer long johns, so I feel like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I hope everybody's doing good. Me and Charlie just had a nice walk along a frozen river. You know, somebody asked me to do a, and I'm sure more than one was curious as to what I would say about the Paris massacre. And it seems on the one hand like it would be an easy topic to tackle. Oh my God, he's gonna drive with the dog in his lap. The airbag will kill him. Kids, get away from the computer, don't watch. Listen, I love this dog so much, even the airbags are afraid to fuck with him because I'd rip him out of the steering column. They're not in the steering column. Shut up. Absolutist. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Come on, give me a kiss. All right, here's the deal. On the one hand, it should be very simple to talk about. What the fuck? The guy doing sit-ups on the fucking side of the road. What the fuck? The guy doing sit-ups on the fucking side of the road. I'm impressed. I might incorporate some other video next to the cam. You got the phone cam is on a suction cup on my windshield, and right next to it, one of my sons, Brent. I love you so much, Brent. He sent me a really cool gift, man. It's a dashboard video camera, and this is, that's why I hate technology. No, that's a suction cup fell off. Let me put it back. It's because it's too cold, you cock bunnies. Jeez. Hang on. Let me wet the little suction thing. You know, I ought to have a fucking tape that's just nothing but bloopers, because this kind of shit happens all the time. Wait a minute. I think that'll hold. Can you see me? Can you guys see me all right? It's going to come off again. Motherfuckers. He's driving with the dog on his lap, putting a suction cup back on the windshield so he can videotape himself, make YouTube. He's really unsafe, Johnny. He's really unsafe. Turn it off. Turn it off. I know. I'm not a safety dude when it comes to this. But I am a safe... Well, I don't want to jinx it. Say I'm a safe driver and a fucking meteorite will hit me. I might incorporate some other video next to the cam. You got the phone cam is on a suction cup on my windshield. And right next to it, one of my sons, Brent, I love you so much, Brent, he sent me a really cool gift, man. It's a dashboard video camera, and this is... That's why I hate technology. No, that's a suction cup fell off. Let me put it back. It's because it's too cold, you cock bunnies. Jeez. Hang on. Let me wet the little suction thing. You know, I ought to have a fucking tape that's just nothing but bloopers, because this kind of shit happens all the time. Wait a minute. I think that'll hold. Can you see me? Can you guys see me all right? It's going to come off again. Okay. Don't fall off again, you cocksucker. Yeah, so Brent got me this kick-ass, like, dashboard video camera, and I've talked about that before, how important I think that is. You know, not just to capture cool shit like Bigfoot and meteors and shit, but for insurance purposes. You know, if some fucking dude cuts me off and I rear end him, you know, all he's got to do is say, I didn't cut him off. But the old camera never lies. Just ask Rodney King. Hopefully it's not too loud for you with the wind out here. I'm actually one of these guys, like, I'm hot when I get in the car. You're hot 24/7, Mike. I know, but I mean, like, temperature-wise. So, yeah, back to Paris. Look, on the one hand, you just go, hey, man, you know, this is what Islam is all about. Is anybody surprised? On the other hand, there are some safety factors that I would like to talk about. Now, let me give the big disclaimer. I'm just a dude making some statements here. I don't guarantee any of my techniques one way or the other. All I know is they've kept me alive for 52 years. Yeah, but you've never been in a terrorist. Yeah, I know. I realize that. So all that shit aside, if you look at the numbers, if you look at the mathematical odds, the odds of you being involved as it is today in the U.S., and right now I'm talking about U.S. In a minute we'll talk about worldwide. You know, and this may even apply to most of the world. The odds of you being the guy that's in the printing place when the fucking, you know, Haji shows up with an AK-47 yelling Allah Akbar, the odds of that are slim to none. Flip that coin over, somebody has to be the victim, right? So, you know, you may live in, you know, Ho-Dunk, Louisiana, or, you know, fucking Tumbleweed, Arizona, and think, well, shit, man, nothing ever happens here. And that may be what they think. They may think, hey, man, let's go to fucking, you know, nowhere Main Street and detonate ourselves during the fucking Founders Day parade. You just don't know. So do I think that the people listening to this are going to become victims of a Paris-like terrorist attack? I think the odds are almost, you can't even figure them out. I know I can't. But could happen. Somebody has to be the victim. So let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about that. What would we do? We could talk about that for 17 hours because the scenarios are going to be changed in every situation. So to make it easy on us, let's talk about, you know, 1, 2, or 7 ski mask fucking guys come running in yelling Allah Akbar with machine guns and they're firing away. I don't think I have to tell you what to do in that situation. Depending on, you know, if you're still alive watching, my voice is cracking, I just hit puberty. If you're still alive and you're watching fucking people get blasted to smithereens, then you've got a slight chance of doing something. So let's assume that you're in the restaurant or you're wherever, you're in the mall, and you got 7 guys in front of you and they're killing everybody, and you got your concealed carry and you got your 9mm or whatever. I highly recommend against trying to take on those 7 people. I'm just being honest here, man. I'm all about bravado, and I'm all about looking cool when I die. Man, he was awesome. He pulled that fucking 22 single shot fucking Derringer out, and he really fucking went to town. Brave guy. Too bad it's a closed casket. No, I don't want to be that guy. So what I'm saying to you is, you should have already been situationally aware to the point that you had your escape routes picked before you went into the mall or the theater. So you got to hit your fucking, you got to hit your escape routes that you've already planned out. You know, make a habit. If you know, goddamn traffic. Hang on, let me come over here to a different, quieter street. Okay, so, you know, you're probably going to be somewhere near where you live, someplace that you're familiar with. So each time you go to the mall or each time you go out to dinner, you know, whatever, make it a point to start, you know, looking for ways out of there. Remember, we talked about in my other videos, if you haven't seen them, go look at them, you know, where you're going to go, instead of running with the herd toward the exit, you're going to hop the counter and go out the kitchen door that nobody knows about but you and the people that work back there. That wasn't even a fucking, that was a burp and a hiccup at the same exact time. I think it was a herp. I just coined that phrase. Feel free to use it. Just remember to give me credit. Now, speaking of concealed carry, if you have a concealed carry permit and you're trained and you're safe with the weapon and all of those things, you know, will stipulate to the fact that you're completely a safe person that should have a weapon. Now, if you're not carrying it, a lot of people, believe me, a lot of people get the permit, they carry the weapon for 2 weeks, and then they realize it's a pain in the ass, and they only carry it sometimes. If you ain't carrying it now, you need to fucking reevaluate shit, because this is the time you need to. Listen, if they're gonna, and they have, I mean, they being, you know, Islam has put out, these Muslims have put out this fucking order, you know, to run motherfucking infidel people over. That's already happened. Run them over. Fucking kill them with a hatchet if you ain't got a gun. If you got a gun, use it. Okay, you know, people are going to say, hey man, all Muslims aren't like that. I'm not talking about or to the Muslims that don't do this. They're not, I'm not interested. That's great. But I am not going to fucking play President Obama's fucking game of pretending that this is not a religious thing. Okay, just to get my record clear, this is a war of civilizations. This is a clash of civilizations. And unfortunately, if we stay exactly the way we are, we being the West, we're going to lose, period. Because we've allowed a Muslim into the White House, first of all, who pretends to be a Christian. He's a complete fuck up. He's sending Eric Holder to Paris right now. What the fuck is Eric Holder? Eric Holder is the highest law enforcement official in America. What the fuck does he have to say to anybody in Paris? You know? He wants to make sure that if they catch this female terrorist, that her rights are read. He wants to convince them that it was workplace violence because it happened in a fucking place of work. This is ridiculous. So we've got some fucking fifth column that have taken over this country, and if they're not fucking dealt with, we're gone. You know, France is gone. I'm sorry for all my French friends. The multiculturalism bullshit has killed your country. I'm sorry. It's gone too far. You have areas that are called no-go areas where, and I know I'm getting off topic, but what can I say? You have it always goes into the politics, doesn't it? You have areas that are no-go areas where the police and fire department can't go, then fuck you. You guys were stupid to ever let that happen. You were stupid. And I know all about Dearborn, Michigan, and all these other fucking places. If we allow that to happen, then we're gonna go too. We'll disappear as a country, as a sovereign nation. We'll be gone. Okay? It's happening in fucking the United Kingdom. I've said it a million times. I've been there. It looks like Baghdad. Sorry, Europe, you guys are pretty much over with, okay? It's all gone because you have allowed your liberals to fucking destroy and give away your sovereignty. So have we. We happen to be a little bit bigger, so it's going to take a little bit longer. But rest assured that the Muslims go to the hospital every 9 months and have a kid. So you got fucking, they come into your country and they've got fucking 26 kids, and you got Mr. and Mrs. Christian maybe having a kid. One kid. I don't want to bring a kid up in this world. I get it. I get that. But the reward for that is the disappearance of our culture. Okay, so for all you multiculturalism fucking idiots that think everybody can live together and hold hands, fuck you. You've destroyed Europe. Okay. All you European people that thought it was cool to fucking invite everybody in and give them all the fucking benefits, just like we're doing. Come on across the Mexican border and you can have all the benefits you need. Yeah? Unbelievable. I served my country in uniform, and it's been exactly 1 year and 2 weeks since I made a doctor's appointment with the VA. There you go. It's just not going to happen. The bottom line is, this is a war that this war's been going on for thousands and thousands of years. Since the first crusade, that's what this is all about, okay? The sooner people realize that Islam calls for the entire world to be Islamic, one way or the other, by force or fear. Doesn't matter what they do to get you to convert. As soon as you accept that, then the sooner you can understand why your fucking house is blowing up and why you're getting fucking killed when you're standing at a parade and all this other bullshit. Okay? Why nobody can draw a cartoon without getting their fucking head blown off. You know? They've got the world the way that they see it, and we've got the world the way we see it. Unfortunately, we have been compromised. This country has been compromised. And, you just got to look around, man. The president has weeded out all of the combat leadership and the upper echelon of the military and replaced them with horn-rimmed glasses wearing yes men. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll do it, sir. He's reducing the budget of the military substantially, while every other swinging dick on the planet is jacking theirs up. You got the fucking president of Egypt, who is now, believe me, he's going to end up dead, unfortunately. Guy's got balls bigger than my truck, who, in case you aren't aware, go look for it on YouTube, I'm sure it's there, but he called all the imams together and said, hey, we're fucking up the world, stop it. He'll disappear. When I was in the army, I was there, or I went to Egypt right after Sadat got executed by his own military. This is what happens in that part of the world. And they want to bring that part of the world into this part of the world. France, you cocksuckers, you did some things right. You banned the burqa, the full-face burqa, hijab, whatever the fuck you call it. And the minarets, the little tall buildings that stick up on top of the mosques. Now, they had one testicle because they fucking did that, but then they had a camel toe on the other side of their pants because they're like letting chunks of their very country be controlled by people that are not fucking from there. You're not from there either, Mike. You killed the Indians. At this point, there's a couple things I want to say. Number one, I'm really glad that I'm old enough to where I'm not going to see how bad it's going to get. You fuckers that are in your young 30s or 20s, oh my God, you guys are gonna regret the day that you didn't get involved in saving your country. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Because no matter how bad it is, by the time I die, it's gonna get so much worse. You know, I mean, we might have a chance to straighten it out, but it would be so fucking radical, man. I mean, you know, I'm sorry to all my Japanese American friends, but you know, for the record, when America rounded up all the Japanese and put them in internment camps after we got attacked by Japan, that was, I think, smarter than not doing it. You know, right now, this is what you got. We got a president who is clearly a fucking Muslim, and nobody would give a shit if he was a Muslim. That'd be great. We have freedom of religion. The problem is he hides it. That makes him dangerous. Okay, you with me? I don't care if he's a Muslim or not. Personally, I wish he wasn't. How's that? But if you're a Muslim and you pretend to be otherwise, you're dangerous. Okay, and every fucking move he's made has done nothing but fuck our country up. And that ain't stupidity or an accident. That is all well designed. That's what he's here for, and he's doing a good job. Okay, so yeah, carry your weapons to try to bring this thing back on track. Carry your weapons with you. Know how to use them. Always have a plan. And if you're going to engage, let's say you got, like what happened in France. Let's say you got 2 suspects, or you got 2 terrorists. So 2 guys walk in and they got weapons or whatever, and you're going to make a move, which is a good idea, I think, if you feel confident. Headshots. When you go to the range and practice, you need to be getting fucking good with your headshots. You put 2 bullets right in the fucking face of these people. Okay? Too many of them are wearing vests, and too many times you can shoot a guy in the torso and he can live long enough to press the button on his fucking bomb belt, or he can turn around and kill a couple more people, including you, before he bleeds out. So you want to pop the fucking grape a couple rounds right in his fucking face, man. Right through the center of his face. And you've got to prioritize your targets within a fucking nanosecond. The guy whose gun is more pointed toward your direction, that's who you kill first. And then you immediately fucking, after, you don't watch him lay there and have his, you know, watch his brains drip out of his head and celebrate. Pop, pop, and then right on to the next target. And you put the threats down in the order of danger. Whatever is the greatest threat. You got a guy holding a shotgun and a guy holding a wiffle ball bat. You want to kill the guy with the shotgun first. He's the bigger threat, okay? So remember, if you're not good with headshots, keep fucking practicing at about, you know, I would say fucking 20 feet out, man, all the way in. Practice double tapping right through the fucking center of their head. And get good at it, and get excellent at it, and carry a weapon with you if you're legally allowed to do so. Carry the right ammunition. You know, you want something that's got some good expansion, so it doesn't just make a little fucking needle hole through the guy's head. You want a little teeny peephole in the front and a fucking big wide fucking bay window in the back where his fucking brains went out of his fucking skull. All right? And now don't be surprised if a fucking brain this big flies out, because that's who we're dealing with. My little attempt at humor. But anyways, yeah, these are dark days, man. And what happened in France, it'll be here. It'll be here in a couple days, probably. You never know. I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. Everybody is. Just keep your shit together. Don't be afraid to die. When you see evil aggression, fucking meet it with fucking more evilness and more aggression. You know, I keep a monster locked up in my body. And it's ready to come out any fucking second when I need it. And if I saw somebody fucking waltzing through the mall yelling Allah Akbar, the monster would fucking come out. Because I'm not afraid to fucking die, all right? I've done everything I need to do on this planet. Everything else is just gravy. So, you know, get that through your head. Don't be willy-nilly and hapless about it. You don't want to die. I certainly don't want to die. I'm just saying I'm not afraid of it. I don't fear it at all. So you need, once you get rid of all of your fear, you can operate pretty efficiently and effectively, okay? And that's it, man. LMS Tactical, I'm going to cue the music right about now.